In the heart of a decaying town, hidden from maps and forgotten by time, there lies a place where darkness breathes. The Mayfield Asylum was once a sanctuary for the broken, a place where the lost were meant to find solace. But it became something far worse, a living nightmare where the walls echoed with unspeakable horrors. Those who ventured too close would hear whispers in the wind, warnings carried on the air. But there was one sound that no one ever lived to describe, a scream, so terrifying it could drive a person mad. This is not a story for the faint of heart. It's a descent into the darkest corners of human fear. And tonight, one man would discover why some screams are never heard. Jason was not a thrill seeker. He wasn't chasing ghosts or looking for adventure. He was running from his past, from his regrets, from the life he couldn't bear to live anymore. The idea of disappearing into an abandoned asylum seemed fitting, a place where he could finally lose himself. He didn't believe in curses or haunted places. He just wanted to be alone with his demons. Mayfield Asylum was exactly as the rumors said, a crumbling monument to suffering, where the air felt thick with despair. Jason arrived at dusk, the sky a bruised shade of purple, and as he crossed the threshold, he felt a chill that cut straight to his bones. The place was a maze of peeling walls, shattered glass, and rusted metal. The smell of mildew and something far worse, decay, perhaps, clung to the air. But it wasn't the building that unnerved him. It was the silence. It was a silence so absolute, it pressed against his ears, a void that swallowed every sound. No wind, no distant cars, no creaking floorboards, just silence, as if the asylum itself was holding its breath. Jason wandered through the endless corridors, his footsteps muffled by the thick layer of dust. The deeper he went, the heavier the air became, until breathing felt like a chore. As he turned a corner, he noticed something strange, deep gouges in the walls, like someone had tried to claw their way out. His heart began to race, but he forced himself to keep moving. He found himself in front of the entrance to the basement, a heavy steel door that seemed out of place in the dilapidated building. It was slightly ajar, and as Jason pushed it open, the smell hit him. A stench of rot so overpowering, it brought bile to his throat. The stairs creaked under his weight as he descended into the darkness, each step taking him deeper into the bowels of the asylum. At the bottom, he found a series of cells, small, dark rooms with iron bars. But these weren't for prisoners, they were for patients. The walls were covered in scratch marks, and the floors were stained with what looked like dried blood. In the farthest cell, something caught his eye, a small, crumpled figure huddled in the corner. It was a man, or what was left of him. His skin was pale, almost translucent, stretched tight over his bones. His eyes were wide open, bulging out of their sockets, but there was no life in them. Jason's breath hitched as he saw the man's mouth, frozen in a silent scream, with a dislocated jaw and shredded vocal cords. It was as if the man had screamed himself to death. Jason stumbled back, but his eyes caught something in the cell. Words scratched deeply into the stone wall. "IT hears you."